LXX here.
Yeah, we're right here.
As promised, we are back. It is Thursday, Creation Day, my Creation Day Thursday. And we are here to talk a little bit about being twin souls.
Twin souls.
And twin flames, and what
Twin
that
flames.
actually really means.
Yeah.
So to kick it off, I was thinking that we could talk a little bit about how our souls got here. What you think?
Yeah, go ahead, kick it off.
All right. So in 1969,
You're old, so well, you're an old vessel.
so I am. I have many, many years behind me, but I chose my parents
69?
in 69. That's when they were
You were
pregnant.
conceived. Okay.
I was conceived. I
Okay.
entered into the
The
womb
womb.
in 69.
That tadpole hit the egg.
Ah, yeah, just right, you know. And so my soul entered into this planet in 1970, actually, right? That was when I actually came into the world from the womb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When the vessel hit
yeah,
the air.
yeah. And what about you?
I'm way younger than you. Got many years on me.
Not that much younger.
1972.
Whoa.
Whoa. Was when that egg attracted that tadpole.
Wow. So you are that Leo woo. And I'm that Aries fire. Yeah, so we came into Planet Key and with a soul mission,
The soul mission.
right? At different times.
Yeah, at different times.
But-
We came with a mission. But when we entered these vessels, we knew nothing about that mission. We forgot it all.
We forgot it
In the
all.
delivery room is how it happened.
Yeah.
We get into that later.
We'll get into that later. But we were twin souls before we entered into this planet.
Yeah, we were twin souls throughout eons.
Yeah.
Aeons, whatever you want to call them, you know.
Yeah.
And eons.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how do we know that? How do we know that?
How we know that? Moving through in this vessel through life, Spirit is always speaking to you. You may hear certain messages. Some might just come in your mind. It might be through a book. Some might stick out, a TV show, a movie, a vessel, another vessel, another being speak to you and deliver you a message.
Yeah.
And certain things, you know, triggers the mind and means a little bit more to you than all the other, you know, things that you hear on a daily basis in this dense earth. So the slow awakening process. Yeah, slow and subtle. Yeah. It's just the awareness though, like I guess like the soul has to be, I don't want to say I guess, I know the soul has to be, went through so many life cycles in order to get to the point of, you know, awakening in this life to, for this vessel to facilitate your soul's destiny, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when I think about the soul, I think about what the brother had, how he defined this as...
Brother who?
I can't think of his name. We were watching his video. And he said that you have the soul, right? And so the soul is actually what is guiding you and it carries your DNA and it reminds you of who you are. That's who you are, your soul. But then we have the spirit.
Right.
And the spirit is connected to the spiritual realm. Because we all know that things happen in the spiritual realm prior to it happening in this physical realm. And so this temple is not really us. right? It's
No.
just a costume. It's just a uniform.
What I call it is an earth suit.
It's an earth suit.
It's like a space suit, basically,
Yes.
in order you to inhabit this planet
Yes.
and live
Exactly.
in a well way. You know, so
Yeah.
like we got these earth suits. You know, you going out of space, you got to put on the astronauts put on the whole suit so they'll be able to be in the atmosphere. So we in these earth suits, so we'll be able to be in this atmosphere.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Atmospheric.
good.
Yeah.
That's good. So when we entered into this world, we chose a mission. We chose a mission prior to, then we entered into the world. And then somewhere down the line, we forgot our mission.
Not in the delivery room.
In the delivery room.
That's where it happened at.
So what we've learned is there are parasitic activity that in forms of possible viruses, bacteria. There's some things that happen when you're born, if you're born in a hospital, that may hijack the brain.
Yeah.
Because the brain is programmable.
Yeah.
And it is programming you to serve on this planet.
Secondly.
Well, it tries to put it first.
Secondly, the brain's function is for the earth suit. You know, like every computer has a CPU, a central processing unit, to make sure everything else is good. And then if it's not, it's going to send you a signal. And you know what I'm saying? You might have to get some antivirus software or something like that to work out the bugs. But the brain's main purpose is like when you're in your mother's vessel, you got two involuntary responses. And that's you be getting blood. Blood is being pumped and oxygen. So the brain's purpose is to always make sure this temple, your vessel, your earth suit is in proper working condition, depending upon your consummation, what you consume. You know, whatever it is, food, beverage, TV, radio, people, energy, you know, whatever you consuming, what you breathing, what you eating, what you drinking, what you watching, what you listening to, all of that stuff is going to keep you, you know, in a healed state.
Okay. So then the soul does not always get recognized by the brain. And why is that?
Yeah,
Hijacked. Right. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Right. And we lose the intimacy with our souls as we get, I want to say older, but as we become more and more programmed. And we won't get into all the details, but basically when we come out of the womb, it's like preparing you for this matrix. It's preparing you to be able to work for others or whatever the agenda is in the matrix, right?
Well,
what would you say?
How
would you
so
describe
like, I don't want to say like preparing you to be in the matrix.
Okay.
So, you know, you're a baby, you're an infant. You know, you got that youth, that boy, that biological organism youth. And your mother is the source of your nutrition with the colostrum and everything and the placenta and everything that, you know, is being transferred to you.
Okay.
So actually you hijack your mother's subconscious while you're in the womb and telling her what you need. And then her body gets prepared to feed you. If she breastfeeds or not, you know what I'm saying? But it passes through the placenta and then you go straight to the colostrum and then the breast milk. And so, you know, when you first come in, it's not the indoctrination, it's your well-being. You know what I'm saying? You want to build a healthy body, strong bones, you know what I'm saying? You just want to be well. So your mother is your living God at that time, giving you everything you need.
Yeah.
You know, straight from the womb.
Straight from the womb.
Yeah, your mother is, you know, so you just being loved, that oxytocin, you know, and healing and growth and getting stronger. And then, you know, after that, you know, but that's the first cycle of your evolution here on this planet.
But some people do undergo the jab as soon as they are born.
I don't know exactly how it go. I think like watch my grandkids, and well, they go home first, and then they come back. But some, you know, practitioners take the infants away from the parents and to another room. What they do, I'm not at liberty to say. You know what I'm saying? But like, why you taking the baby from the mother?
Yeah. So at some point, is it
Unless it's needed, absolutely necessary to sustain that life.
Absolutely.
But you know that the only thing that's gonna give you life when you come out that womb is love. Yeah. That
it's a mother's love.
Yeah, that mother's love.
So there is, though, you would agree with me that there is sometimes some type of a separation that gets us off course where we don't really hear from our souls like we're supposed to. Like our souls are speaking, but for whatever reason, we're listening to other things.
Well, you in this planet with a lot of energies, and like the brain gets hijacked. There's a lot of things that are involved with the hijacking of the brain. You know, it starts with the lymphatic system, and then you get these parasites. So this lymphatic system has found a way to hijack the brain and is using the energy, and the parasites are sucking off your chakras, your core, the energy, the flow of your energy. And you start getting these thoughts.
Right. So let's get to that, these thoughts. So right around the time hormones start to go in, some of us start having these types. You know, I am attracted to this type of person. I'm attracted to that type of person.
Yeah, we jumped all past school, but yeah.
Well, that can happen in school.
Yeah.
I mean, that happens in school because the hormones start changing around 11, 12 years old, as early as 10-year-olds for some girls. So, you know, boys will, you know, take a little bit longer, but girls, for the most part, 10, you know, that's 5th grade.
Yeah.
But somewhere down the line, we get disconnected from our souls. And that's what I want to make clear. And that there's something that happens. And with the programming of, like you said, for school, you know, they're gearing you towards what do you want to be when you grow up. You're getting all this information, all this knowledge, and the time to actually develop the relationship and the intimacy with your soul is not encouraged. It's not even taught. Like, it's almost like you forget that you have this soul. Like you think about, oh, something told me. And it really was your soul speaking to you, but we had never really developed that relationship to be able to sit quietly and listen to it in order to know how to create our life, right? So like I said, when the hormones start going and then you start like saying, oh, I like this type of person, I like that type of person. It could be based on a movie, based on a TV show, based on you love your father, and so you attracted to, or your mother, or you're attracted to people that look like your father or your mother or act. There are all these different things that come up.
Little things that your mind sets the chord, and you start creating this ethereal chord, and it connects to the heart. You know what I'm saying? That's that heart-brain coherence in your gut. And I call it intestines heart-brain coherence.
Okay.
You know, you got 2 brains, your intestines and your mind. And they say, go with your gut, go with your gut. It's a feeling on the inside. Then, you know, your brain gets the signal. So those are ethereal chords. And, you know, they start off small with the parasites. And this thing grows. It grows. It's an energy. You know what I'm saying? They're sucking off your energy.
Wow.
It grows in energy and in size because it's a parasite. It might start off small and it might grow.
Where do parasites come from?
Parasites come from food, water, you know, just what you consume. You're getting these parasites.
Yeah. So then they are not just in the gut, they're in the brain.
Oh yeah.
So then they start controlling your mind. So have you ever had situations where, you know, you're like, you know, this person, I know I ain't supposed to be with this person, but, you know, they brought me flowers. Or, but.
That's an ethereal cord.
That's an example of ethereal cord.
Yeah, going else, something from outside of you, making you feel a certain type of way. And it grows in certain areas, not just in the relationship, but in other areas.
Good.
Because it goes outside of you, like gifts.
Okay.
To make you feel a certain type of way.
You feel a certain type of way.
Yeah.
So we ignore that
gut feeling.
Gut feeling because
something from the outside by a program made me feel a certain type of way. He must love me. He bought a car. He love me. He bought me a house. He love me. He bought me a fur coat, a ring, a pair of Jordans. You know.
And then sometimes, you know, that, you know, I don't want to get too much into the intercourse part, but that magic, that intercourse magic.
That's a real tie to that's one that's really a strong energetic tie that's challenging, but you can overcome it to break. And that continuously grows. Because like even if you ain't with that person no more, you go back into the same dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't did the work to release that old cord to get you know going yourself. To get what you need.
Yeah. So there are many ways.
So many different ways.
You get away from your soul and being able to hear your soul and listen and be guided and in alignment. And you end up over here somewhere and
instead of straight and narrow. You sidetracking. Yeah, you change lanes with no turn signal.
And so then you end up, you could meet your twin flame, you could pass them, you could see them.
Oh yeah.
Well, wouldn't even know.
We did it.
That's our story.
Yeah, we did it. We did it. We met each other and didn't even know we met each other.
Didn't even know.
Somebody had to remind us when we reconnected. It was 10 years later. Like, y'all exchanged numbers. You walked up to the car. You helped her carry her stuff. I'm like, I don't even remember her. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm like, I don't remember him. We exchanged numbers. Is he in my phone?
Right.
So I had an iPhone for forever. So
we don't even remember each other.
Because, again, why?
Distractions.
Distractions.
We would call them distractions.
Yeah, we weren't, although we were aligning, and this is a good time for us to get into our story.
Yeah, this is a good time.
We were aligning, but we still weren't on that straight and narrow that you were talking about.
We were in the process.
We were in the process.
You know, as things come to me right now, as I remember, you know what I'm saying, the process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you started your journey in when?
2007.
I started mine in 2007.
As far as the health awareness.
I got a little bit more though, than as far as like, well, it entails health and wellness, but like, I used to eat a lot of cooked food in 2007, like chicken. Wasn't a big steak fan at that point, but then I turned into a carnivore and I just wanted steaks all the time. And I was eating like steaks in
2007?
Yeah. And
interesting.
So like I'm learning. I'm still learning. I'm in the process.
Oh, we both are.
And I had just started this new job, and I was working for a company where it was a trenchless technology where we put new sewers in the ground without breaking the ground. So like it's basically a process where infrastructure in Chicago is going down, and you basically put in this technology. This is a whole process of putting in this curement, this process of putting in this sleeve in the sewer, curing it out to increase the stagnant flow of negative waste and energy that are in the sewer systems to go away into the water filtration plants, the purification plants. And I think about, so it came to me today, right before we did this video.
Yeah.
When I first started my job, I was working on 79th and South Shore.
Okay.
And then that was 18 years ago.
Chicago,
And
Chi-Town.
yeah, so like, yeah, I was doing the job for 16 years, 18 years ago, and we was working right there on 79th and South Shore. Now to this day, when we go to Chicago, I go sit at the lake on 79th and South Shore. Like I'm led there, and then I passed this site, and it's the Eugene Sawyer purification plant. So purification, and then I start getting away from the processed food slowly. Like every day in 2007, I started eating an apple, orange, and banana, and 4 bottles of water every day. So like, I had started my purification process.
Ooh.
2007.
2007.
Yeah.
Started the purification. And I had started my detoxification process.
Detoxification, purification.
Yeah, it's all the
cleansing.
same.
Yeah, it's all the same.
It's like arresting, like, I look at it like you're arresting like the foods and things, like stopping, cis and desist these foods and start like slowly going in reverse and eliminating the waste. That had been.
Right, the whole sewer process and everything, just releasing the waste.
Releasing the waste.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2007, I actually had started, that's when I was referred to Dr. D, because I had all these health problems. And as I got older, it started at 30, and it just seemed like as I got older, I was having more and more, between fibroids and high blood pressure and just putting on weight and just a lot of different things, dysmenorrhea. And so by 2007, I met a sister who had lupus, and but you would never know. She looked amazing, and so she referred me to her naturopathic doctor, and I said, well, I'm in medicine, I like medicine, and I actually learned how to detox in 2007, how to clean my body out, the importance of it, and I started getting colonics. So that was 2007, to clean out my colon.
Yeah, I think I started getting colonics well, I got 2 colonics. They didn't work too good for me. In 2000, maybe 8.
Okay.
2008, I think. Yeah, it was 2008, because I was staying in Harvey. Yeah, 2008. I got a couple colonics, and yeah, then I started juicing in 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I started juicing. And so much weight started falling out of me as soon as I started juicing.
Yeah.
And it was like, I want to say I was feeling a certain type of way, because I had never been introduced to fresh juice. And the way I felt, like when I started juicing, like I was juicing everything too.
Wow.
Anything and everything. Just like I was drinking, like I was leaving out the house at 5 in the morning, so I was getting up working out, juicing at 3:30 in the morning, drinking 48 ounces of juice before I left out. And let's just say that toilet got to work out 3-4 times before I left. I'm looking at the toilet like, man, all this stuff coming out of me. And I wasn't a big guy, like just system just flushing. So yeah,
that was 2010.
It's 2010.
Yeah, so
it was in the fall to the winter of 2010, going into the winter solstice. Yeah.
And it was 2007 fall to the winter that I started juicing. That was the detox. That's what I was learning, was how to detox via juicing. And and then by 2008 I fell off because I went vegan for a little bit, and then life happened. I was having my loft built and my company was doing some stuff, and I fell off and went back to meat hard. And I ended up actually taking Dr. Laila Africa's holistic health certification program in 2008 in order to get back on track and in order to really understand how my body worked, how to heal holistically and not through medication.
Right.
So by 2010, I was like, ready.
I'm gonna backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
So we go to like things that happen to us that, how we stop hearing from our soul. And it's like everything that we consummate ourselves with, like food, water, over-the-counter capsules, medication, whatever you may call it, and things like that. And also going to practitioners,
Yeah.
you know, getting things put in our skin and injected into our bloodstream. And unknowingly, what are in these chemicals. That's what I'm gonna call them, chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they lock down our anatomy, and you know, with going to school and everything, the indoctrination, the programming, you know, the repetitive, you know, things that you won't even need in the real world, just to program you to be a slave. That part, you know.
Yeah. And you're helping me to remember the reason that I was so wanting to meet a naturopathic doctor was because the medical community could not help me. So all the pain and all the things I started experiencing at 30, they couldn't help me. And so being referred to a holistic health practitioner as well as a chiropractor took away the pain, the excess waste. I learned so much, and my life turned upside down. So 2010,
Right side up.
right side up.
Okay.
And by 2010, guess what? I was leaving corporate America. You know, I was a legal drug dealer.
You was a drug dealer.
I was a legal drug dealer. I was
The one that they don't lock you up for. Because you're working for them.
for the pharmaceutical industry for 11 years. And 2010, I got serious. You know, I felt like I was getting ready to have a heart attack or stroke because I had gone back to my old diet and worse. I had put on more weight and I was having more health conditions. And I said, enough is enough. And so left corporate America after getting serious and healing and repairing and reversing all of my conditions in 2010. Left corporate America and started a business to teach the community how to heal.
In 2010.
In 2010.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then she had an event at my aunt's house because she was on her journey. And you hosted an event.
That was 2012.
2012,
right?
2012.
Yeah, 2012.
And
Yeah.
my aunt invited us out, and I went, and that's when I met her. I can't remember. They said after the event, you know, because I was juicing, she was juicing, she was holistic, I was holistic, and I would carry everything to the car, exchange numbers, and I never heard from her until 2022.
And all I remember was there was someone, because it was a family event, so it was a lot of people. It has a huge family. They're all into health and wellness. And, you know, his aunt invited me to come out and to do a demonstration and to talk. And I just remembered there was a person that was juicing and knew a lot about what I was teaching, but I just didn't remember who it was. So
I don't remember none of it.
and
I remember going to a few events at my aunt's house, but I just don't particularly remember hers. I remember a couple other people, just not her.
Yeah. And that was 2012. And then we fast forward to what?
2022.
Well, let's
Let's
go
go
to
on.
2020. Because
2020
2020 is pretty
Yeah,
significant.
2020 was a big shift, an
big
energy
shift.
An energy shift.
For
Well,
both of us. Now,
Yeah.
we don't know each other,
we didn't know each other.
mind you. We don't know
Physically.
each other. Now, by
Soulfully,
this time,
we know each other, but
so
physically,
2012, I was living in Chicago. By 2020, I was living in Atlanta. I was no longer in Chicago.
right.
And what happened?
Something happened with the world.
Yeah.
Something happened with the world.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, they locked the world down, right? And like my profession, they were still working. Me, I wasn't working. And you know why?
Why?
Because I had an injury.
Okay.
I had a shoulder injury. So like I snapped my supraspinatus. So I had to have surgery. The end of 2019, I had snapped my supraspinatus, and so I was like, my right arm was incapacitated. And did some physical therapy. Ended up injuring it more in physical therapy. having an MRI in January of 2020, and then setting up a surgery schedule in February, and then they locked the world down, and I couldn't have my surgery. And so, like, I'm basically just, you know, the job, of course, like, just show up at the job site and, like, go put some no parking signs up and for a couple hours, then just go home and pay. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I did that for a few months, and then, like, ended up getting back in touch with me and then rescheduling the surgery. So I had the surgery in May. So I basically wasn't really working that entire year. Then I had the surgery.
So where were you in regards to your relationships?
I was in a back and forth relationship in 2020.
Okay.
We had separated and then kind of like got back together, especially when COVID hit.
Okay.
When something hit.
And
we were the closest to each other outside of whatever we was creating outside each other. So we ended up coming back together. And then, so as I see that year, me sitting in the house doing nothing, having surgery, was a point of reflection for myself and my life. And then I was able to see who I was dating, you know what I'm saying? And then see myself. So we ended up splitting for good.
So the distractions
were removed
where you had to sit with yourself.
Sit with myself.
And be quiet.
Because
of that shoulder, you couldn't do much of anything.
Couldn't do much of anything. So I had to really sit with myself and see what I needed. And one thing I know I didn't need was that relationship. So that's crazy. And kind of like lost it because a lot happened. A lot had happened, like my mind just like, and basically I had to lose my mind just to, you know, feel and hear from my soul.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had to lose my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I want to just add to that. Before 2020, I mentioned I had gotten certified under Dr. Laila Africa. I realized that there were a lot of mental things going on that was deeper than just weight gain and illness. So I actually went through Master Force, a company that supported me in learning how to heal emotionally, mentally. It was a coaching program. Because when I started the business, I realized that it was more than just teaching someone how to detox. But in order for them to be able to stay healthy and keep this going without me, we had to go a little bit deeper into the emotional piece of it. And so I did become certified as a holistic health consultant and was doing coaching in addition to teaching. But then 2020 happened and, you know, I was in Atlanta. I was getting ready to turn 50. That was gonna be my big birthday. And I just graduated with my MBA March 7th, and the world shut down the following week. Yeah, and then I was laying off staff that same following week. And so I was working for someone, and then I had to then go back full time into coaching because of all the phone calls and things that I had received. But I was in a toxic relationship in 2020. And something that you said about, you know, going outside to feel better about yourself versus just sitting quiet and just being still and giving yourself what you need and listening to your soul.
What you need?
You know, I was distracted with everything that was going on. And so, yeah, that was a true journey. And then, you know, that ended in 2021, 11/11. And then 2022, boom! How did we come together? I'm in Atlanta. He in Chicago. How? that this handsome bachelor.
I'm gonna tell you how. Like, I was dating someone in the 2021,
Okay.
and just met a woman, and we were dating, and then I'm paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can hear my soul now. It's my soul, like, watch her, pay attention. You know what I'm saying?
So your soul.
Yeah.
So because of 2020,
Yeah, I'm able to hear
you
myself.
you able to hear your soul
I'm able to hear
more.
my soul, yeah.
And now you enter to a new relationship, you can hear a lot more.
And like, you know how you see things in the beginning of the relationships, but there's so much stuff on the outside that you get distracted and forget. No, ain't no more distractions. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying attention. I saw the red flags, and
Wow.
I used to tell her, I used to prompt her, I'd be like, it just seemed like you pretended. Why you say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like you pretended, so I'm always paying attention.
Were you vegan then?
Yeah.
So you were even sharp.
Oh yeah, I went vegan in, I don't even remember, 2026.
You were even sharper
2016? I don't know, 2015? I don't even remember when I went vegan. You know
then. So
what I'm
you were
saying?
even more
Yeah, I
sharp.
was even sharper then. You know, I'm juicing all the time.
Because-
and I'm taking sea moss because of 2020. It just started taking sea moss.
Right.
So like, I'm flushing even more
You
now.
even more in tune with your soul.
Yeah.
Less distractions.
Yeah, less distractions.
Wow.
And like, saw everything, and instead of alerting, I just sat back and let it play out. And then once I saw it, it just brought it to the forefront, and then like, that happened. And it kind of like disturbed my spirit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It kind of like disturbed my spirit. So I was like, man. Like,
Did you know what that was?
In 2020, like, I had lost it so much up here that
Yeah.
I had to get a psychologist. You know what I'm saying? Just to, manage. There's a lot of traumatic pain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had surgery, so I had physical pain. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual pain and the physical pain. You know what I'm saying? In conjunction. So, and then I tried to, I don't like taking like medication, so like I stayed away from the meds.
Okay.
And then it was just so much pain. It's like don't do that to yourself. You gotta take this stuff. Now I started taking that stuff, I wanted more of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Drugs,
Yeah, I wanted more of that stuff.
Yeah.
I asked the doctor, I said, give me a refill. He wouldn't do it.
Yeah, because pain does not feel good.
Yeah, pain don't
especially
really
after
feel
major
good.
surgery.
Yeah. So, ask the question again.
So then you were vegan, so you were extra sharp.
Mm-hmm.
You were taking sea moss. You were actually even
Juicing.
you were creating sea moss for the community.
Yeah, I
too.
was creating sea moss. Then when I first started doing sea moss, it was for
Educated.
myself. And then once I found out, I felt what it did to me. I just like my whole family, like, I don't need to take sea moss.
Yeah.
Then I just started like selling it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Educate the community
Educating the community. Yeah.
on not only juicing but sea moss and all of that, and then you became more sharp. So then what happened then? Like once you started picking up, like your soul, your spirit was picking up things, then what did you do after that?
In 2022?
In that relationship.
Oh, like I ended it.
Okay.
I ended it. And then it was like, so now I'm going through this, I want to say spiritual battle, you know what I'm saying, inside me. And
Yeah.
I'm on social media. I'm not a social media buff, so I'm
Right.
on social media, and then I see her, and I sent her a friend request, and she friended me. So now all her content is coming to me. She got a bunch of what they call them memes coming up, and
Yeah, I was promoting probably my spring detox class or something.
I'm gonna give you an example of her memes. Like, if you need a cigarette and a glass of wine to feel better after you get off work, you need a coach. Just for instance, you know what I'm saying? If you need to go jump in the bed with somebody to feel good about yourself, you need a coach. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm reading her memes, I'm dying laughing. Not dying, I'm just crying laughing. And I'm sending them to my guy. He's like, man, coach a fool. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, she funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, she is. And then I was like, give me your number. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might need you. And she sent me her number. Never called her.
Now, can I ask something really quickly?
Go ahead.
So because of his last name, remember his aunt was the one who had gone through the detox program years ago and had referred me to come and speak to her family. So I knew he was related to her, but I just didn't know in what way. So that's why I was like, oh, because I was already friends from when I had spoken in 2012 with all the other family members. And so this one was a new one. So I don't know who he is. So let me just add that.
Mm-hmm. And got me a coach. And she sent me through, we did a 21-day detox.
Yes.
21-day holistic detox. So it was like, I can use a blueprint for the simple stuff. Like the first day was 3 days of raw. No problem. Next 3 days were 3 days of juice and water, fresh juice and water. No problem. Seventh day was 1 day of water. Problem. I never did just water before, but I did it with no problem,
No weed, no alcohol, no nothing toxic.
Yeah, taking in no toxins.
Just these natural elements.
Yeah.
In order to align.
And so much stuff was coming up. I'm like, why is all this stuff coming in my mind? I'm like, well, am I losing it? She's like, no, you fasting. So it's holistic. So you bringing up these traumas and stuff to come up and out. I'm like, I don't like this.
Right. So took him through the program, and he was already doing the physical part of the detox. I supported him more on the mental and the spiritual piece of it. Because with holistic, you just can't focus in on stop eating this, stop drinking this. We had to get the mental cleansed and the emotional, and then tap into that spiritual piece so that you can more thoroughly be aware of how your spirit is leading.
Yeah, she sharpened my blades even more because the dietary restrictions was just forthgoing. I kept it. I was just juice and water and salad, you know what I'm saying, with ancient grains and chickpeas and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was just eating a salad every day and fruits and vegetables, and I wasn't really eating nothing no more. So
smoothies. And
she sharpened me up.
Yeah, coconut water.
Coconut water. That was big. So I wasn't doing coconut water.
Yeah.
So I'm what was that, 2022?
Yeah, 2022.
And I promise you, I ain't stopped drinking coconut water. I drink so much a day.
Did we get the delivery today?
Yeah, it's been on the porch.
Oh, okay.
I get cases. I keep a gallon of coconut water in the refrigerator, ready.
Yeah. So I was his coach, all right, and once he finishes 21 days, I supported him the best that I could, and I had to be honest with him with all of the information and knowledge that he had in working with a psychologist over the years, all of what he knew in regards to diet. He had everything he needed to be successful. So I released him as a client. I said, there's nothing more I can do at this point. And so, but one of the things that I recognized was he was on the same journey that I was on to self-mastery. And I had never met anyone who was on the same journey that I was on for self-mastery. Now, 2022, now remember, I had come out of a relationship in 2021. 2022, I was living my best life. I got a trainer here in Atlanta. I was doing intermittent fasting. I was detoxing. Me and my dog, we was just going, live our best life.
You're going to live your best life without an F, without the F.
Right.
Living your best life without the F.
Yes. And so when he came along, it was more so like, oh yeah, let me support, and then, and working with them, I'm like, this brother is for real. Like, he ain't faking. He ain't just pretending. Like, I see who he is from a spiritual perspective, and he up there. So I want to support him in this because it's not a lot of people like us out here. So we ended up just becoming friends, and we became friends. And then we're not going to go into all the details because I know it's getting long, but in 2024, January 2024, he calls me up after doing a water fast, right? 2024.
Yeah. From Christmas to New Year's, I did a 7-day water fast.
And he calls me up and he said, hey, Spirit said that I'm moving to Costa Rica. I'm going to Costa Rica. And I was like, oh, wow, great. So happy for you. And he said, and told me to take you with me. I said, oh, wait, hold on. Time out, hold on. First of all, I don't even know where Costa Rica is. I thought it honestly was a city in Mexico.
She thought Costa Rica was in the United States.
I did. I thought it was in Mexico. I thought it was like Tulum. I thought it was like Tulum. Like Playa del Carmen, Cancun, Costa Rica. I didn't know nothing about Costa Rica. Okay. I was like, wait, hold on. I need to go. And at that time, I said, pray about it. I now know medicine.
She said, do I have a choice? I said, we all have choices. And then I said, okay, I'll talk to you later. I went back into meditation. And then like 10 minutes later, I called her back. I was like, you ain't got no choice.
Right. I was like, now mind you, we're friends. Like, we friends. So for me, if a man tells me that he wants me to go to another country with him, he needs to be like my man. I'm not about to just be going to another country with you and I got to be mama and babysitter. I'm not about to do that, right? But after, just really tapping into my soul and getting quiet and just hearing, I heard without a shadow of a doubt that I had to go. Mm-hmm. At that time, I was working remote. I contacted the company I was working for, made sure it wasn't an issue. And how many months later?
Yeah, I put my house on the market.
Put his house on the
market.
And
then, like, what's crazy is, and then I went back I came back to Atlanta. It was like, she helped me, so I was like, she need help. Mm-hmm. So I went to Atlanta to help her. And I was like, man, this woman get on my nerve. I'm getting up out of here. But I'm seeing what she's going through. And I'm like, I can't leave her.
Leo fire, Aries fire.
She can't, I was like, and we just friends. I'm like, I'm getting away from her. Like, I'm looking at her, I'm like, I can't leave her like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't leave me, you know what I'm saying? I can't leave her, And long story short, I put my house up for sale. Mm-hmm. No bites at all. Yeah. Another 7-day water fast.
Yeah.
I was told to buy a one-way ticket to Chicago. Yeah. February 7th. And
yeah, you were in Atlanta.
I was in Atlanta
with me. That was 2023, right?
2023 to 2024.
Yeah, right.
One-way ticket to Atlanta.
Yeah.
February 7th. Mm. No bites. House on the market. Yeah. Off the market, back on the market. Yeah. No bites. Yeah. Nobody wanted it. I'm packing to go to Atlanta. I mean, to Chicago. And the day I'm packing, I get a phone call from my agent saying we got a bite. She said, this it. I was like, that's crazy. I was like, because I'm coming to Chicago. I got a one-way ticket.
And she wanted to close in like 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Like two and a half weeks. I was like I can't do that. You know
let me tell y'all. Now, his townhome, beautiful townhome in Beverly. I mean, his home, I'm sorry, why did I say townhome? Beautiful home in Beverly. 3 stories. He got all this stuff on all floors. He had to move all of his stuff
into storage.
And
look, that was more instructions.
Yeah.
That was more instructions. Yeah. Like, take everything in your house and give it to your son.
Yeah.
So I moved it all in storage.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then finally, my son ended up getting married, having another baby and everything. I'm like, man, they can't make none of this stuff for me. He needed it all. Yeah, it all worked out. He needed it all.
So we ended up obviously jumping and going to Costa Rica. We didn't know how long we were going to be there. We didn't know anything. We had already, we had set up housing and things like that. So we knew what areas of the country we were going to be in on certain dates.
And we went from the Pacific coast all the way to the Caribbean coast. We started in the Pacific, went to the central and the mountains, to the valley, volcanoes, and then went to the Caribbean side. Ended up staying there for a little bit over a year.
Yeah, because, I was on vacation, so I took vacation time. So I was limited in the amount of time I had to be able to get to a stable environment. But yeah, we ended up, you all, with just an amazing opportunity to do some intensive healing.
At an accelerated rate.
Learned
a lot.
For over a year.
A lot of healing modalities.
Yes.
Cleansing, fasting. I fasted so much, I'm like 22-day fast and everything, just in the jungle.
And created an amazing spiritual practice as well.
Yeah.
And so I was working up until a certain point, and then after I finished with the company that I was working for.
Yeah, I was healing. She was working.
And then I jumped on board.
She jumped right on board.
We went to Panama. We just we did it all. We went to Egypt. We did it all. In alignment with what our souls were speaking. So how did we decide to start dating? So we at the last few minutes.
I was fasting.
This is what everybody's waiting on.
I was fasting.
Okay.
And took a bath and I'm cleansing. I was like, what? Okay. That's my woman. You know what I'm saying? That's my woman. Okay, that's my woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. So I called up. I was like, look, I'm claiming you. Get over here. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I'm claiming you.
Yeah,
too.
we were living in different houses. But I was getting the same thing because I was fasting.
And she was like, I think they trying to get us together. I was like, oh, they ain't trying to get us together.
I'm like pushing it aside.
Me too.
That's a parasite. Let me.
And before we left Atlanta the first time, I was like I was in the fast and I was meditating and I came out. I don't come out my fast. I came out the fast and they was like, change the dynamic.
Yeah.
And I was like, so I thought change dynamically, us being together, as we go to Costa Rica, we're going to go our separate ways.
Right.
Not we're going to be together.
Right.
That was the last thing on my mind.
I was planning on how to get my dog to Costa Rica. He had gone with me to look for a home in a cooler environment in the mountains. We was when I tell you that we were not planning on being together, we were doing everything we could
to get away from each other,
to be not together, to be still supportive because we love each other, we friends, but we ain't creating nothing together like that, you know.
We in paradise, and I kind of live now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to get my dog here. We gonna live our best life.
Yeah.
But then, wisdom, the soul kicked in and said, who would you bring in that is going to support you and love you more than he will? And I was like, you're right. And who you going to bring in that's going to be okay with you being friends with this Leo fire over here? All this testosterone. I was like, nobody.
Nobody.
So, get it together, sister. And I'm like, okay, all right. So actually, we went to Panama, and it was an amazing time. And that's when things started shifting. Then the fast, so that we could get quiet and really hear our souls. And make sure that, we're hearing clearly, right? And then we jumped on board, and then it came to us that we were going to be getting married in Egypt the following year, which 2025. Yeah,
we got married in Egypt.
June
right on the
2025.
Looks like right on the Nile River, right? Yeah.
We were on Kings Island, and what's up?
Every city we
Everything
went
was,
to. Every
all
city
the water was Niles River. Wasn't
every
it?
city we went to
We
was
were in
on the Nile
Luxor.
River. Yeah,
we
we
were
were
in
in
Luxor, but we were in Kings Island.
At that time, we were in
across
Luxor.
the body of water. So it had to be Niles.
That was the Nile River.
And but we were in Kings Island at a beautiful French.
We were on the Nile River, matter of fact, 'cause we were on the island.
Yeah, we were on the island on the Nile in Luxor, and we exchanged vows, and it was just beautiful.
Non-traditional. We did it our way.
We did it our way.
We picked up some
It
rings.
was a spiritual.
Yeah.
He don't have his ring
It's
on.
upstairs. I put that oil
That's
on
okay. You'll see it in the next video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, you bought the rings in Aswan,
That's one, yeah.
and we exchanged vows at Luxor. So amazing experience, 2020.
On the river, on the Nile River again, in Aswan.
In Aswan.
And it was Abu Simbel on the Nile?
No,
that was lake. That was lake.
That was a lake there.
That was a lake.
That bordered Sudan.
Yeah,
that was
Sudan.
like right on the border of the neutral land
Of Sudan,
that
before it went
connects
to
Sudan.
to the hostile area.
To the hostile area, and being brown skinned, didn't want to get too close to that border. But that's another story. That's for another time. That's why y'all gotta hit subscribe so that you can hear more details about our
journey.
Our journey. So we are at the last few minutes, and you got the broader picture of our story. What's the divine intelligence today? I would say, and you tell me what you think yours would be. Mine would be the importance, the urgency to align according to your soul and your soul's mission. Because the things that are happening around you, this is all unreal. It's not real. This stuff has already passed. Like, you too late. By the time you see it here, you too late. Shifting from a reactive to a proactive lifestyle, you have to align with your soul and your spirit so that you can be ahead of the game and be prepared for what's to come on this planet. That's the divine intelligence I want to share. What about you?
The divine intelligence I want to share right now is like, make your shift. Like, to be healthier. Like, everything's accelerated right now. So like, you can actually do it fast, because I've been doing it a while, and I've had you on your journey for a little bit over a year.
As far as plant medicines, well, we've both been.
I know that. I'm talking about the accelerated.
Accelerated rate, a little bit over a year. Yeah, a little bit over a year.
Yeah. I'm 3.5, almost 4 years in.
Right.
And you've been a little bit over a year.
Yeah.
And it's like, what it took me a few years to do, she did it in a year. So
I'm still not there, but
the energy is higher. The energy is higher. So now you get, you get a boost.
You get a boost. And it is all about completing your soul mission, y'all.
Yeah, that's all it is.
This is all it is. You chose, your soul chose, your parents, it chose when to come into this planet. It's going to choose when to leave too. So make sure that you are on point and in alignment so you can feel good about what you're doing. It's not enough to be outside just protesting and just doing things out of emotion. It's time out. It's now time to walk in the knowing.
It's all about you.
Knowing who you are, knowing what you're supposed to be doing, and not following these leaders and people that are not in alignment.
So our mind creates the cord, right? So we all have these eternal clocks. So before we come here, we set our alarm clocks to wake up. So this message is for those who it's ringing a bell to and it's resonating with.
Yeah, absolutely. And so
it ain't for everybody.
It's not.
It's for those who like receiving that call.
When you know.
Yeah, you being like, if you feel like you being called, 9 times out of 10, you get messages and like you hearing something from people, the TV telling you something, you done read a book, you done saw a sign, you was like you being called. Sound like you being called.
When you know. And then as far as the divine application, I would like to say, if this didn't click for you, you gotta go on a fast.
Yeah, you gotta fast.
You have to be able to shut this temple down, shut these parasites down, so that you can hear clearly from your soul what your next steps should be and create a spiritual practice.
Yeah. Fast during the full moon cycle. as it's going
He said
into the
it.
full moon.
He said it.
That's when they come out. That's when you want.
That's when the parasites come.
Yeah, that's when you want to get rid of these
And
critters.
you want to get rid of them from hijacking your brain.
Yeah.
You want to hear from your soul.
So when you fast,
yeah.
you flush them out.
Yeah. So we are at an hour. We getting up out of here because we
getting
got
up
stuff to do. Yeah, my boo. So thank y'all. We love you. Peace and love. And we'll see y'all Sunday.
Love.